school is planning to change the cafeteria's menu with aims of offering healthier, low-calorie foods. Describe the advantages and disadvantages. One big advantage of offering healthier, low-energy foods to students is improving students' health. Obesity among students will be lowered. Besides, they will also get adequate amounts of necessary vitamins and minerals in the right ratios. All this will also improve students' concentration and productivity. On the other side, there may be some disadvantages. First of all, students should have the right to choose what they are going to eat. Many of them know that high-energy food is not healthy, but they choose to eat it, and that is their decision. Also, this plan may instigate some students to start to eat somewhere else, at some fast food joint. Food there will be even junkier than the cafeteria's food before this change. For these reasons, I think this plan should be considered more thoroughly. The school is planning to build a coffee shop in the campus library. Describe the advantages and disadvantages. Building a coffee shop in the campus library can be very convenient for students. Students will be able to take a break after intensive learning and energize themselves. Also, students will be able to socialize among one another during those breaks, which can also be refreshing. Or they can exchange ideas and clarify confusing points with their fellow students while they are in the coffee shop. Also, I can think of some disadvantages related with having this coffee shop. If there is no coffee shop in the library, then students will have to go to their dorm room and make a coffee themselves. After having a coffee in their room, they will have an incentive to brush their teeth. On the other side, if they have a coffee in the library, they will not brush their teeth after that, and that can be bad for the health of their teeth, especially if they drink coffee with sugar. For these reasons, I think there are some advantages and disadvantages concerning this plan. Describe a particular TV show that you think is excellent. Include specific details and examples in your answer. One of the TV shows that I think is excellent is a space western drama series by the name of Firefly. What I really like about it is that it seems to be very real. What I mean is that if you look at the way it is set up, it seems like a highly plausible concept. Star Trek is awesome, but in humanity terms, we are nowhere near anything like that. Firefly uses actual weapons we might use in our world today. The other reason is the characters. In the brief period the show was on, people fell in love with its characters. No matter what kind of person you are, there is always someone on the ship you can relate to. For these reasons, I think Firefly is an excellent show. What is your favorite style of music? Use reasons and details to support your answer. My favorite style of music is rock music. Rock music has emotion, artistic integrity, and an organic production that is focused upon letting the music resonate. Furthermore, rock is four guys in a room creating music with instruments. It is a craft and it takes talent, which is why only rock bands can make rock music, whereas the ease to make R&B comes off the conveyor belt at a ready-made hits factory. For these reasons, rock music is my favorite style of music. If you could visit any place in the world for just 24 hours, where would you choose to go? Use reasons and details to support your answer. If I can visit any place in the world for just 24 hours, I would choose to visit the LHC. First of all, the LHC is the largest scientific experiment conducted by mankind. The Large Hadron Collider at CERN could be the most ambitious scientific undertaking ever. The results from the LHC experiments will probably change our fundamental knowledge of the universe. And then there's also the huge number of people working at CERN at any given time, usually between 3,000 to 4,000. And these are not just ordinary people. They are extremely bright scientists and students from all over the world. Simply by having a conversation with any random person, a physicist, an engineer, a computer scientist, or anyone else, you can learn a lot of new things. For these reasons, I would like to visit the LHC at CERN. Talk about your country's national anthem or flag. Describe it and say where it is used and where it can be found today. Include details and examples to support your response. These days I live in the Republic of Serbia. However, I will talk about the national flag of the country in which I was born, but does not exist anymore. The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. That flag has the Pan-Slavic colors. It has 3 equal horizontal bands of blue, white and red, and a 5-pointed red star with a yellow border in the middle. A red star was placed in its center by the victorious Yugoslav partisans in the World War II, and it was used until the breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s. Today the flag still holds a meaning to those nostalgic of Yugoslavia. Also, it is used when someone wants to irritate the chauvinists in today's banana republics of ex-Yugoslavia. What do you think your life will look like after the retirement? Use reasons and details to support your response. If I continue to live in Serbia, I think from a material standpoint of view, my life is going to be very miserable when I retire, if I retire at all. Today, pensions in Serbia are already very low, and if you ask me for a personal opinion, I do not think they are going to exist within 30 years. Mostly because of the population. Their existence in the future is supported by an impossible mathematics. However, if I do have substantial material funds when I retire, I will probably go back to university to study. There are so many things that I would like to explore in more details. Besides, I will feel a lot younger when I go back to school. That is how I think and wish my life will look like when I retire.